Hi guys! In this lesson we will start working with the file and model some building elements. Using the RailClone plugin, we'll distribute these elements to create the building structure. I want to distribute them this way. I will leave just these two elements, so the standard object and the corner object. Let's create the rectangle and the RailClone object. Next, open the style editor and create an array to S. Add a spline object and pick the rectangle. In the array settings, I will set 5 meters as the Y size and rotate the array by 90 degrees so the object is correctly positioned. Now let's add a segment, pick our model, and plug it to the default slot. We have some problems at the corners. Let's fix it first. In the Deform panel, I will disable Bend and Slice options. Now, I will mirror every other object. Add a sequence operator and a mirror operator and connect them together. In the mirror operator, here you can choose the correct axis. Next, let's mirror every other row. Add another sequence and mirror operators and connect everything together. Awesome! I will add a spacing between the rows to have a space for the floor. To do so, add a top padding. I will change the Z alignment to pivot, so the objects are inside the spline. Now, using the Z translation, I can control the offset from the spline. I will export this parameter and add a numeric parameter to be able to control it from outside. Next, I will create another numeric parameter to be able to control the number of rows. Let's do it the same way as with the glass brick in the previous module. Great, done. Next, I will add a corner object, add a segment, and pick the object. I will change the same options as in the first object. When it's set up, plug it to the X corner slot. Obviously, it's not looking right, so let's fix it. First step is to rotate the corners. Go to Transform tab and rotate it by 90 degrees. Then, go to the Arise Rules settings. In the X corner section, uncheck Align to Path and Bevel Corner. This way, the object won't be affected and will stay as original all the time. Also, change the bevel mode to None. Now, let's work on alignment. Let's change the X alignment to pivot. I will manually move the corner in the other direction using Z translation. Zoom in so you can get a precise value. Let's change the mode to adaptive so the model is looking good no matter what the size of the spline is. Now we have to fix the side of the corner. The right padding is the parameter we need to change. This value has to be equal to the X size of the corner object, so I will export this attribute. Then, use the transform operator and plug this value. Now we just have to replace the order in the first sequence. Awesome! We have an issue when we add an offset though. Let's adjust for that. We have to transform the corner object, export parameters and plug the offset numeric value. It's working nicely, but we need to fix the overlapping. I will change the order of the transform operators, and I will export the left padding parameter. Now let's connect the offset value to the left padding. It's working in the opposite direction, so we have to multiply this value by -1. Great! Now let's add the offset value to the X size of the corner object and plug it to the right padding. Now it's working fine. We just have to change the order of the default objects. I will make a rectangle larger, so we have an even number of objects in between. If you would like to keep it like that, you'd have to create a sequence and mirror the corner objects. We have to change the order again. Awesome! Now let's add a row and mirror every corner in every other row. Let's add a bit of extra right padding. Now we'll position the RailClone on the building model. Create a spline there and pick it as a RailClone spline. I will center the pivot to the building. We have to fix the slab size. I will actually export this attribute to the outside as well. It's all working great. Lastly, I will change the preview to the point cloud. See you in the next lesson.